Nothing's off limits with this duo. It's father and daughter, Dawn and Cher. And join the club if you're a Chattermouth.
Hey y'all, it's Cher and
Dawn.
And welcome back to the
Chattermouth podcast.
So we have exciting news.
Yes, my son,
My brother,
Grant, is engaged. I can't believe it. But when he called me up and he said to me that he really loves this girl and he's planning to get engaged. And I was like, oh, wow. I mean, he's 38 years old.
Sometimes you gotta wait for the right one.
Everybody was wondering, will he ever get married?
Yeah.
But it's all about finding the right girl.
That's right.
And he really loves her, and she's so sweet, and I totally approve.
Aww.
I have nothing bad to say.
So
She's
sweet.
beautiful inside and out.
So cute. It's amazing because, sometimes you have finding the right one is worth waiting for instead of just settling early on.
Yes.
And I feel like it's good because he's older, he's ready. He's in the mindset where he's ready for that next stage of his life.
Which is
before
good because he
wasn't.
already sold his wild oats. You know what I mean? What they said?
I never heard of that expression.
Oh, you never heard of that expression? Well, that's my age expression. Girls that are watching it, that's my age. But it means that he's done everything, did everything already, been with a lot of girls. So now he's ready. He's not feel like he's missed out on anything.
Oh, my goodness.
So he's ready for his next chapter in life.
So
and
cute.
so am I, really.
And
I'm really
I know.
happy about it.
And it's funny because our podcast, one of the best, our most highly rated podcast, you should go back and listen to it if you haven't. It was called Summer in the City or Single in the City. It was called. It was one of our beginning podcast episodes, and it was where we were interviewing Grant, my brother, and asking him about what it's like to be single in the city and life.
It was wild.
And he was single then, and now we're doing this episode. Now he's engaged.
Yes,
so
we'll need to get him on to talk about that. Let me tell
How
you.
did she get him? How did how did a girl finally get him?
Also, I think, girls, it's a lot about timing.
Yes.
He was ready. You have to be ready. You have to be in the mindset, well, okay, I want a soulmate now.
Yes, totally. Sometimes it's all about timing.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my gosh.
It's
amazing.
so
So
exciting.
speaking of that, he just got engaged, but do you remember the first time you got engaged?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's funny. I say the first time because she was engaged 3 times.
Oh, please. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
How do you
because I
get
can
to that
never say
point?
no.
But
That
how do
was
you
the
even
thing.
Don't you know that's where it's heading?
I loved each one of them, let me tell you. I really did. But I didn't feel they were right for me for an ever. For a
But
forever.
didn't you know it was getting there?
No, the first one was a really big surprise. I mean, I didn't go for the ring or anything.
Wow.
His uncle was a jeweler, so he got the ring from his uncle that was a jeweler, and he brought me to this beautiful restaurant. And he proposed to me, and I was going out with him for a number of years.
So you knew it had to be almost coming.
So I was young. I was so young with him. I started going out with him when I was 17.
Wow.
So I just turned 17 and we were going out, and he was a lot of fun. He was a great guy. And when he proposed to me, you can't say no right then and there.
But why did you get to that point?
Well, I was going out with him for a number of years.
You should have ended it if you knew.
But I was having fun, and I was happy-go-lucky.
It's so funny. But didn't you talk about the future at all, or no?
Yeah, we talked about the future, but
just lead him on.
No, I didn't think it would turn into anything. Actually, when he put the ring on my finger, he shoved it on because he went and got the ring on his own. The ring couldn't come off.
Wow. Did you cut it off? What did you do?
He had to cut it off.
Cut it off?
Yes, because I wanted to give it back to him.
Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah,
wait
it was
a second,
terrible.
You had
I tried everything to get that ring off.
Wait a second. You kept that ring on the whole time until you ended it. Then you had to literally have him cut it off.
He had to cut it off.
And that's how you ended it?
No, I didn't end it like that. It was just so hard because after we got engaged, he wanted to go and tell his parents, and we went back to his house, and I said, no.
What do you mean,
He
no?
wanted to go tell them.
I
He
can't
was
take
so
this story. It's the saddest thing
surprised.
ever.
It
Poor
was
guy.
the saddest thing ever.
So did he ever like remarry? Like whatever happened?
I heard he never got married.
Wow.
Yeah. He always says if he doesn't marry me, he's never going to get married.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Why was that? Why?
I don't know, but that's what he always said.
And he stuck to it.
He stuck to it. Yes.
You're the one who got away.
The worst was cutting the ring
Oh,
off.
that's the worst. Could he even return it anymore?
I don't know what he
Oh,
did.
it's the saddest thing.
I gave it
can't.
back to him. I
Oh.
wasn't keeping it, you know,
Right.
but
So
it was
sad.
it's so hard to break up with
it's
somebody.
so hard.
So
sad.
hard.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry
So
for you. It's so
hard.
hard too.
Yeah, and then
And then you let it happen again. and again.
and it happened again. It was
Oh my
terrible.
gosh.
I went out with this other guy, and he was a wonderful guy, and I met him after my first one, and maybe it was more of a rebound type of situation. And I have nothing bad to say about him. But, you know, he came over my house one night, and we were hanging out in my basement. And I realized, you know, I don't think I want to spend the rest of my life with him.
Wow.
You know, but
Aw.
we got engaged, and my parents sent out announcements to my whole family
Oh, my
and
goodness.
everybody that we were
That must have been
engaged.
so hard for you.
was
Did
so
you
hard.
first
I
tell your
remember-
parents first? Were you like, Mom and Dad, I think I'm going to end it? And
Yes, I
Oh,
did do
and
that.
what they do? They try to stop you?
Yes, they said, well, we
No.
already told everyone in the family. How can you do this now? And I looked at them. I said, well, I have to
Rather
do what's
now than later.
Yeah, I have to do what's best for me, and they'll have to understand the
Yeah.
family. But they were so embarrassed to
Ugh.
have to tell everyone after telling everyone that I was engaged that I was no longer engaged.
Well, much better than like having them pay for your wedding and then do it. Right.
Right. So that was a really hard one
Oh,
too.
man.
I
So
had to
then-
go back and
Wow.
give the ring back, and I never really gave him an explanation, and I felt so bad for years later. Like I kind of like did a terrible thing. I kind of like ghosted him.
Oh, that's so sad.
It was so sad, and he, you know,
Oh,
and
that's
he
so
wrote me
sad.
this long letter, and that's why I always told my kids, always tell whoever you're with, if you don't want to go out with them, that, you know, it's over and why, or whatever reason you want to give, but don't ever do that, because I always felt bad about that. It really, really bothered me for many, 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 many years. And then
This is the craziest part.
this is the craziest part. Like 20 years later, I bump into him
I
on
was
a
there.
cruise.
I was there. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
With his family.
With his family and me with my
vaguely remember
family.
this. Did we go up to him? I feel like we saw him.
No,
or
he saw, and he came out. He saw us too, and he goes, Dawn, and he came out, and he spoke to me, and I said to him, I want to apologize to you for the way. I said it's been on my heart for so many years, and I want to
Yes.
apologize to you the way I ended it. And, you know, he was such a mensch. He was such a good person, because he says not everyone gets that chance to apologize.
that?
Yes, I'll never forget it. But you did get that chance.
Oh my gosh, I have chills.
Yeah, he said that
I don't
to
remember
me.
that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said- and then were you like, I'm sorry? What did he forgive you? Or
Yeah,
did he say?
he did. He just, you know, we both moved on with our lives, and, you
Wow.
know, and
Wow.
yeah. But
But afterwards, didn't he try to see you and like call you and like?
after we got engaged,
Yeah, after you ended it.
after I ended it, he said to me, because he said to me, maybe I pushed the engagement. Maybe you should just continue going out and let it go. And it
cute,
was so
so
cute. But I
cute.
realized that there I go again. I didn't feel he was the one for the rest of my
Wow.
life.
And here, there's so many girls who just can't get engaged. Tell us your
I know.
secrets.
But
Your
the third one was the charm.
But you know what's so weird? You are always tell everybody, you always preach to me, things run in threes. But your
Yes.
third engagement, you didn't break it off. Did you feel like you were going to and you were like, I can't do it again?
No,
Are you happy with this one?
I was happy.
Hopefully good, 'cause
I
it
was
all worked
happy
out
with
well.
this one. Yes.
40 years later.
Yes,
Still
I was
happy.
very happy. I never told him though. I never told my husband, your daddy, that I was engaged 2 times before
Wow.
that, because I think he would think I was crazy, and then Grandma would just go
Wow.
against that totally, like there's
So-
something
wow.
wrong with me.
Did you?
So
Which was
I
the
didn't
best
tell him till
proposal?
later on.
Which was the best proposal? Do you remember all of the proposals?
Of course, I remember.
Maybe you shouldn't say that
each
out loud.
one.
Actually,
But
Maybe
they
you
were
should keep it to yourself.
they were all good in their own way.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
What a
That's
story.
really-
That's good.
Yes.
So first of 3 engagements. Very cool. I've only had one.
Most people only
Yeah.
have one.
Hopefully only one, right? First kiss. Do you remember your first kiss?
I don't remember my first kiss. I just don't. Do you remember your
I
first
remember
kiss?
my first kiss. I was like, well, kindergarten, that doesn't count. Like elementary school doesn't count. But no, I had my first kiss. It was so bad. Worst first kiss ever, I would say. But I remember, it was at your house, actually.
It was at my house?
It was at your house.
Oh my
It was
God.
for
How
my-
old were you?
I was older. I guess I was 14, and I was at my house. It was my birthday party. It was a terrible story.
God.
I always wanted to make first kiss. Was that my first kiss? Yeah, I guess
Was
so.
that spin the bottle?
Yes, and I always wanted my first kiss to be so nice and beautiful, and I was saving my first kiss to have the best first kiss ever. But then I had a birthday party, and I don't know why spin the bottle is always has to be a thing in your teenage years, but it was a thing. So we all played spin the bottle, and I had to kiss this guy who I thought was very cute at the time, but he gave the worst first kiss. He just opened his mouth, all licking all over
so
my face.
funny.
It was disgusting. I'm like, please tell me this is not what kissing is. It was terrible.
That's so
I don't know if my
funny.
mouth actually. I think he it was just on my face. It was the worst
hysterical.
first kiss ever. I was like, why did I lose my first kiss to that?
Oh, that's so
It was
funny.
So funny. What about you? Do you ever? You don't
I
even
don't remember my
Wait,
first
what about
kiss.
first crush?
Oh, yes. I do remember my first crush. Actually, it was in kindergarten, first
Oh, me
grade.
too. I think that's when it happened.
And he had, I remember his name, David. I don't remember his last name, but I remember his first name.
It'd be interesting to see him now.
I know, and he had blonde hair and tan skin. He was so good looking.
Yes.
And anytime he would sit near me, I would melt.
So
I was very
funny.
quiet then.
Yeah, in I don't think Belle ever had my daughter. I don't think she ever had her first crush yet. I always am wondering. Do you
Oh,
have
there was a
crush? You
little
have crush?
boy in preschool that liked her.
Yeah, but she didn't really like him. She just she didn't like him. I always waiting for that first crush, curious who it's gonna be. But anyways, my first crush I remember was in kindergarten. Now he's gay,
Really?
so.
Oh, that's so funny. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry to pause the podcast, but if you're loving our podcast, then you'll love our book, and we have to tell you a little about it.
Actually, we wrote this book, and it's about how we got this close and how you can too.
It's called A Bond That Lasts Forever. And basically, it goes over our life's ups and downs. It shows pictures throughout our life and has adorable quotes throughout to inspire other mothers and daughters to have their own special relationship. You can pick it up on Amazon.com, at Barnes & Nobles, or wherever you get your books. Now, let's get back to the podcast.
What's your first worst date ever?
Oh my gosh. I remember this one. Okay. This is a good one. First date, I go on with this guy, and he was he was in school. It was in college that I went on a date with him, and I was all excited. He was
Yes.
a good catch. So I thought, good
Yes.
guy, cute, whatever. He picks me up in his car, and we go to this restaurant, and the restaurant was not a fancy restaurant or anything. It was just a place you get sandwiches. Before we go inside, he made me sit with him in the car and look through coupon books to try to find a coupon to go into the restaurant.
Oh my God,
And it
really?
wasn't even an expensive restaurant.
Really?
He's there might be some coupons for this first. Let's take a look. And he's passing me some coupon books and him coupon books, trying to find the best coupon.
Oh, I can't believe
to go
that.
into this restaurant.
That's
I'm
a turn off.
Wow.
First and last date.
Yes, first and last. No, I think I did go on another date with him, but I think we're in college, we don't have much money
Right,
then.
right.
But still, I'm you gotta be that cheap. First of all, if you're gonna be that cheap and use a coupon on a first date, fine. But don't make the girl look for it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Take some time and find it ahead of time.
Yes, and just hand it to
just
the
secretly
waiter.
hand it in. Don't make a deal of it. crazy.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Okay, yours.
Oh, I'll never forget my worst date ever.
Oh, I want to hear.
I was so excited to go out with this guy. I met him in Manhattan. He was very good looking, came from a great family, great career. He was like the hot banana. And I was so excited. But what happens to you before you go on and you want everything perfect? I get this humongous
What a pimple.
humongous one on my forehead. On my forehead. I mean, it was like a third eye.
Oh my god.
It was so big and so hard to cover. I really should have canceled the date.
It was a pimp. That's
no,
your
it
story.
was so bad. It was like a third eye. You couldn't even cover it. It was so bad. It was so bad, this pimple. It was like a swollen cyst.
That's
It
your
was
story.
so big. Wait a minute. So go on the date. And I'm so unhappy because, of course, I have to get the pimple before him. I didn't have it for weeks before that. But, of course, when I go on this
And
date.
she hates pimples. She's like,
hate pimples. So we go on the date, and all I feel he's looking at is this third eye. I hated it. I hated it. I just couldn't take this date. When I came home from the date, it just popped. It was so big.
that's so gross. Okay.
It was so bad. That's how big it
I
was.
can't believe that's your first date worst story.
It was a terrible
Not even like
story.
his fault. It's supposed to be like something that, like a first date, like his fault.
Oh, this was my fault. I should have said no to that. It was so bad. All he did was
Okay.
look at that pimple.
That was in your head. for
No,
sure.
no.
Did you
it
go on a
wasn't.
second date?
No, I didn't.
Was
So
that-
it showed. Showed.
That's so funny.
So that was the end of him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it was terrible. It was just terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, what's another first? Any other questions for you? I want to hear some more first. Okay, first, what was the first beauty trend? Any first beauty trends you remember? I remember the first time shaving my legs was with
Oh,
you.
yes.
I was like I think I was in 4th grade or 3rd
Yes.
grade. I was young. I was the youngest in my whole class, but I had like hairy legs, and I was like,
I remember how much you wanted to
You
shave
like
your
wouldn't
legs.
let me. I don't know why. Just like,
I
who
don't know,
cares?
but then we did it.
Then we did it. 'Cause,
Yes.
finally, I was like,
Yes.
good. Get that hair gone.
You're not gonna believe this. The first time I put nails on have my nails done at a salon was with you.
Why?
Yes, I don't know. My
I think
mother
probably 'cause-
never did that. You know, she would paint her own nails, and I actually, for my sister's wedding, my boyfriend at the time, who went to the wedding with me, I bought fake nails
Wow.
at the drugstore, and he put them all on, and I love them. During the pictures, I didn't even know, but we saw them in all the pictures. One of the nails came off, and they were in
But
all
you
the
had him
pictures.
do your nails for you?
Yes, and he did my nails.
Why? Why couldn't you just do them yourself?
I don't know. He was very handy, and he did my nails.
Heck.
But I never
How
did
do you
a-
get these
and
guys to do things?
I don't know. But with you, Cher, you said, let's go to the salon. Let's go to the salon. And I said, I don't know, but we went, and that opened my eyes. I said, wow, it's nice to go to the salon.
Totally.
Yeah, so that was a first for me.
That's so funny. That's so funny. How about your first time drinking?
Oh,
I
well,
think I
the
was like
first shot I ever had, Don't Laugh Girls, was at your bachelorette party.
Mom.
I had drinks before, don't get me wrong.
Why
I
did
drink,
you take shot? Why
but
not?
I never had a shot.
Wow.
Until I don't even like the shots. They don't even taste good.
No, they don't. They're not meant to taste good. They're meant to get you drunk.
Well, I always like to know what I'm doing. I don't like to get so drunk. But I didn't care at your bachelorette. I figured there's enough girls to watch me.
watching me.
But I took my first shot
That's
with you,
funny.
and I'll never forget it. It was so fun
That's so. Where were we when we did it? Was it at the bar?
in Las Vegas.
I know, but like,
yeah.
is it a
at one of the
tequila
bars.
shot?
I think so.
Oh, you gotta lick your like. put
yeah,
the
you had to
lime
teach
and-
me
Oh,
what
that's
to do.
So funny.
Yeah, you taught me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's something I'll always remember that I
Yes.
did that with you.
I love
What's
that.
your one of your firsts?
I don't know. Now I'm trying to think. I don't know. But I did ask on Instagram. I posted asking y'all to tell me some of your first, and you guys did not disappoint.
Oh, wow. Let me
I'm gonna read some of
hear.
them for you. All right. So these are ones I asked, what were your firsts? Tell me. And here we go. All right. First time I got arrested, and my mom had to bail me out in a prom dress.
Oh,
Okay, I
whoa.
want details on that one because that sounds, what happened in prom?
Yes.
Okay, first time I got drunk, I confessed my love to my cousin's boyfriend on Facebook Live.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, family drama right there.
Definitely.
Okay, first time I snuck out, I came home with a tattoo.
Oh,
You would have killed me.
Oh, I remember the first time when I was young, I got a hickey.
When? You snuck out and got a hickey?
No, I went out with a guy and I got a hickey, and I had to
Oh.
cover that. I didn't want my
What'd you
parents to
do?
see. That was the worst.
Did you cover it?
Did
they see it?
I don't know. They never really said anything,
Ooh.
but that was bad. I never wanted a hickey.
Was that your first hickey ever?
You
First
know
and
what's
last?
so cute?
What?
Belle the other day said to me that she sucked her arm and she got a icky. She calls it an icky. I think, how did you hear that?
She does that. She'll
Hickey.
play on her arm. Like, stop it. You're going to get a hickey. But she calls it an
She
icky.
calls it an icky. It was the cutest thing ever.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Okay, wait, next one. First time I tried waxing myself, I passed out and woke up stuck to the bathroom floor.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. You guys, what? How did these things
whoa.
happen? First time I used a dating app, I accidentally matched with my stepdad.
Oh my God.
How does that even happen?
Yeah, how does that happen? Don't you see the person's face?
You know, you put in like,
Unless it
How
was
do you-
using another person's face, you
I
know?
don't know. That's crazy. That's embarrassing. What do you do? Are
I
you just
don't
like,
know.
hey? Wait, we want more tea on this.
Yes.
Okay. First time I said I love you, he said thank you, and then he ordered dessert.
Oh my
Ugh.
God.
Okay, next. Cut him out right now. Done with him.
Well, you know, honestly, the first time my husband said, I love you to me, I didn't say I love you back because it was early in the relationship. And I feel those,
Okay.
I feel those words are very special words and strong words, and you just don't use them lightly.
Yeah.
So I think I said thank you too. I didn't say it back.
Terrible. You don't have to say it back. I guess you're just like, thank you. Like, I really care about you. I'm just not ready to say I love you.
I
just
think I
yet.
said that too,
Okay.
but I
I
couldn't
wouldn't
say
just be like,
those words
thank you.
yet.
Can I get an ice cream, please?
No.
No. I don't think when Jared first said I love you, I didn't say it back right away either. Actually.
You didn't either.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I wanted him to work a little harder. It was
Yeah,
a little-
don't
it
we
was a
want our
little-
guys to work harder for
it was
us,
just
girls?
a little early on, so that's funny. Okay, first time I babysat, the kid shaved off her eyebrow and blamed me.
Oh my
That's so
God.
bad. That could be like abuse.
Well,
child.
really, she should be watching the kid. So he does. I
But
mean,
still, oh yeah.
oh boy.
Okay, first time I flew alone, I accidentally boarded a flight to the wrong city and didn't realize it until landing. How is that possible?
Yeah, how do you even get on the plane that
what?
way?
Maybe this was a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe.
That's crazy. Actually, there was somebody like on our flight that I think that happened. She was on like the
Really?
wrong flight and they had to move her this recently. Yes,
Oh
on my
my
Costa Rica flight.
God.
So maybe in certain
Ah.
countries it just like
They just let you on.
I don't know. That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
Okay, first time I wore heels, I fell down the stairs, flashed everyone, and still said it was the best night ever.
Oh,
at least you have a
well.
positive
You know what?
attitude.
Wait a minute. What happened to me on my wedding night, wedding day, at the wedding?
What?
I wore brand new white shoes, and our first dance, I slid across the dance
You
floor.
did? I don't remember that on
Yeah.
the video.
Yes, it's on the video, but it's at the end of the dance, so it looked like it belonged.
Oh,
It was
wow.
so embarrassing.
So did you just like gracefully like give a bow, or what'd you do?
I just like slid. I was so embarrassed.
Wow.
So I always say, when you get new shoes, girls, rough the bottom up
Right.
before wearing it. That
That's
was
funny.
so embarrassing on my wedding, on my first dance.
Yeah. It sounds like you were graceful about it.
Yeah,
though.
I made the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, what can you do at that point?
Yes,
right?
exactly.
It's so funny. This is really fun. I
So
like talking
fun.
first. This is so cool. Anyways, thank you all so much for listening to the Chattermouth podcast. I just want to remind you, we're doing one episode a month. Make sure you're always on the lookout for our next episode of Chattermouth podcast, and make sure you're following us along on Instagram and all platforms as well. We'll see you all next time.
Bye.